Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. My name is Ashley. I'm a makeup enthusiast. And if you are not already, please consider hitting that subscribe button because I know you keep coming back for more. I upload 3 videos a week, so hit the bell notification so that you're notified when I upload. I upload on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and I would love for you to join me. A few disclaimers before we hop into this video. Get a snack because it's gonna be long. 2, I haven't folded my laundry. That will be done by tomorrow. And 3, if you're traffic and then by road. 4, I have kids, so you're gonna hear children. Now that that's all out of the way, let's hop into this video. As you can see from the thumbnail, we're gonna be talking about the Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder from Danessa Myricks. Okay, so this has Upsolite in it, which is supposed to be like, it helps collect your oils, but not collect your oils in your pores, but like it like absorbs the oils and pulls them so that they don't like make you look like a greasy grease ball. This retails for $36. It is a 12-month shelf life, and you get, how many fluid? You get 0.63 ounces, 18 grams, which is pretty decent for a foundation primer powder. I don't know. It comes in 11 shades, or it comes in 10 shades and 1 universal shade. I picked up shade 3. I also have shade 4 coming because that was an afterthought. I was like, wait, but what if I'm not shade 3? So I picked up shade 4. It's not here yet. Maybe it'll be here by tomorrow. Who knows? So today I just kind of want to get accustomed to the product. I also want to use it and test it in a couple different ways, and then tomorrow I will actually do a wear test and see how this product works. So you're supposed to be able to use this as a primer, highlight and contour with it, set foundation with it, use it as a sheer coverage or add more coverage. So like you can use this to prime your face as a color primer and then add foundation on it. You can also prime your face with the universal and then use this as like a foundation. Then you're supposed to be able to set your powder with it, your face with this as a powder. And you can use this like in the other areas in your face if you get different shades. So it does have a little spatula. You just push down on one side, and this is very hygienic. I love this touch. Danessa Myricks is a makeup artist, which makes sense as to why she's worried about hygiene. Here is what shade 3 looks like. I'm not going to swatch it. I am going to scoop a little bit of it out. That's very creamy, and I probably picked up way too much, but we're here now. There's no going back. Okay, it does have a note on her website that says, as you wear it throughout the day, this unique formula adjusts and absorbs to address your skin's specific needs. I have balance to dry skin, so I am going to go ahead and I'm going to prep my skin with some of my favorite products right now. I love a little bit of this and a little bit of this, and I just make a little concoction. Again, today is not the wear test of this. This is just to see what we're thinking. Okay, so I did order this from Danessa Myricks' website itself. You can also use this as eyeshadow primer. I don't know if I mentioned that. I did order this from Danessa Myricks' website on launch day. It took a little bit to ship, I assume, because it's a new product. Are we off? That's better. I felt like we were a little bit off, sorry. Okay, so here is the color swatched out. There is shade 3. It's a little lighter than I like, but so she says that the favorite and the brush that she recommends using it with is, she likes using it with her fingers, but she said she had to use a tool. It is the Rose & Ben C41. So we're gonna try that. Again, I have dry to balanced skin. I tend to use a sponge. I'm gonna try it with a sponge, and then I'm gonna try it with the brush. So I'm gonna do half of my face with the brush, and I'm just gonna go ahead and pick up a little bit. I don't know if that's what you're supposed to do. And I'm just gonna kind of dab it around my face and blend. I can't tell if the smell that I'm smelling is my brush, like my clean brush, or if it says it's supposed to blur. So we're gonna stick some of this on here and see if she blurs. This is a little more sheer than I would have went for, or not sheer, a little bit of a lighter color than I would have went for. I think shade 4 is going to be my color, but we'll see. I can't tell if that is my brush or what that smell is, but okay, here's what it looks like on half of my face with a brush. I don't think it looks bad. Again, I just prefer, I do feel like it kind of smoothed out my little like breakout area. Okay, we're gonna go in with I'm gonna smear it on my face. It is definitely a balmy texture. And again, today is not gonna be the wear test. This is just going to be seeing how I like the application, kind of getting to know the product before using the product. Okay, I can tell that I don't like this with a sponge. I mean, I do like it with a sponge, but I don't like it with a sponge. I'm getting coverage, but I just feel like it looks grippy is the best way I know how to explain it. And I'm looking really like almost ghostly ghouly. Okay, we're just going to use this on my eyeballs to just kind of even things out a little bit. I didn't think I would say this, but I do prefer the brush side. I'm normally a sponge kind of gal, but with this product, I'm enjoying the brush, which, you know, is a little bit shocking. But I mean, Danessa does know her product, and I should have listened when she said use a brush. You know? We're gonna just add some more onto my eyeball-y. I mean, it didn't look bad with the sponge. It just looked a little bit like grippy, like it was gripping to my face in a weird way. Which, I mean, I know you can use this as a primer, but because I have Balance Too Dry, I do want to prime. Just to see. It builds on itself really well. There we go. I don't know why I was looking orange. But yeah, so I do feel like I took out a little bit too much, but it's a lot. We're learning. We're learning. Okay. And I'm not gonna do anything else to my face today because, like I said, I might do some brows. Let me get myself together. Hold on. I'm not wearing this for very long. I'm not doing a wear test. I just wanted to get acclimated with the product. I like to do that, and I figured why not film it, because this product is so weird. A powder, primer, all of it in one. I don't quite understand. I am kind of wondering if maybe shade 4 would have been my perfect like shade because we are like leaning on the very light side here. But I might have even been able to go up to shade 5. But yeah, it's not gripping weirdly. Maybe around my nose it's looking a little bit weird. I did like the sponge on my nose, but I didn't like the sponge anywhere else on my face. It says it blurs. I don't know if I noticed blurring. Maybe a little bit, but not enough to like warrant it, you know? And I do feel like from where I put the sponge down, this side's looking a little bit weird, but that's neither here nor there. Let's see how other products apply on it. We're gonna go in with the shade. We're gonna go in with my Mario bronzer stick thing. We're just gonna bring some of the color back to my face that has now left me. Ooh, I look very beautiful right now. That's it. I'm gonna throw on a lip. I don't think I showed you the outer packaging, but this is what it looks like. I like this like bronzy rose coppery tone, and I do like that they have the color depicted on here. I just like this aesthetic, and then I do like I really like mirrored packaging. I just feel like it gets so dirty because you can see where my phalanges have been. Okay. I'm gonna wear my Givenchy lipstick. I'm loving this lipstick. Y'all, Givenchy making me want to go spend my money. Or Givenchy, Gucci. I don't know. I feel like I look like I'm all centered. If things keep changing in this video, please forgive me. It's been a day. I'm rushing to get this done because my children are being crazy, and I wanted to try and just play with it before I went ahead and use it because it's a weird product. I mean, ain't nobody out here in these streets ever heard of a powder, whatever, like a powder, a primer foundation powder. Like, we ain't never heard of that. So here we are. Okay, I just want a little bit more fluff to my brow. Anyway, so there we have it. I might, like I said, I might pop in here for like a quick check-in before I take this off at the end of the day, but chances are very unlikely because I just want to get acclimated with the product because it's such a weird product. I honestly thought I was going to love it with a sponge. I'm shocked that I like it with a brush. I mean, I know that I love these brushes, but like, I'm a sponge girl through and through. But we shall see tomorrow in the wear test if I like the product itself. And so cute either later tonight or tomorrow. I bought this dress from Shein and it is such good quality. Like, it feels like it was more than it was. Anyways, so today is wear test day number 2 of the Danessa Myricks, and I do want to prep my face with something a little bit more hydrating, so I'm going to go in with this Rose Hydro Enhanced Priming Moisturizer. So yesterday I did wear it for about 5 hours, and it wasn't like bad or anything. Like, it didn't feel bad on my skin. It looked good. It just, I don't know if I didn't prep well enough, because I do have balanced dry skin, so I don't know if I didn't prep well enough, but I found that like it felt a little like heavier. Than I like my foundations to feel. It looked how I want my foundations to look. It just didn't feel how I wanted them to feel. And I did notice that like over my little breakouts that I had like dry skin on, it didn't accentuate them very. It was very nice. If you can hear my kids, I'm sorry. That should all. I really do like this. As someone who does makeup for people, I do enjoy that this is cleanliness, like the cleanliness of this. I really like the texture of this. I don't know how to explain it. It has a really good texture. I think I'm going to turn this into a 3-day wear test, because you can wear this as a primer, you can wear this as a foundation, and you can use this as a powder. So I think what I'm going to do today is I'm going to actually use this like as a foundation and just see the wear test that I can get with this as a foundation. And then I'm going to go in and I'm going to go ahead and I'm probably going to try and test it as like a primer and see. I mean, I'm probably going to have my thoughts on it by the end of today, but I just, for the sake of having it together, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to pick some of this up and I'm going to put it on. I really should have, like, I really do feel like these colors can match for like any, like, different ranges of skin tones, so I get I'm also going to use this as an eye primer today. And whatever's left on the brush, I'm just going to... I don't have oily eyelids, so longevity is not a problem for me. I don't have oily eyelids, so longevity isn't normally a problem for me, but we're just going to go ahead and see, you know? I did go in with way too much today. I feel like that's the learning curve that I feel like a lot of people are gonna have, is like how much of the product to actually pick up, how much of the product to actually use, because it's so weird. Like, it's, when it comes out thicker, but then as you touch it, it definitely feels like a balmy, moisturizer-y feel. And I don't feel like it has a scent. I think the smell that I was smelling yesterday was my actual brush cleaner. I bought a new brush cleaner and I think that has a smell to it, which might be most likely what I'm smelling. Okay, lately if my camera keeps moving, it's because I don't know why I keep off-centering myself or how I'm doing it, but I'm like kicking the stand thingy, like adjusting stuff, and yeah. So now that the kids are all calm and snacks are back and they're happy as clams, we are going to go ahead. Here's what we are looking like. I would say I stepped away from the camera for about 10 minutes, probably a little less. The dew everything kind of just dried down a little bit. Or actually, from what I remember, these stayed fairly dewy. Not like super dewy, but like on the dewier side. And I feel like they kind of like dried down. Not dried out, like I don't look dry, but they've dried down. Does that make sense? like as if like, let me go ahead and bronze my face a little bit. Not bronze, or add a little bit of contour, bronzer, all that stuff. Bring some of the Now, I love these Tom Ford blushes. If you live near a CCO, a cosmetic company, if you live near a CC, please go check them out because I love these Tom Ford blushes. These are the Shade and Illuminate blushes. If you live near a CC, please check them out because you can get them at highly discounted prices. And they're too good to pass up, but I don't think they're worth the price tag. So like if you can get them at a cheaper price, do it. So I'm gonna go in with my new Charlotte Tilbury Multi Glow in the shade Dream Light, and I'm gonna go and just focus in this little like champagne-y shade with a little bit of that rosy champagne-y shade. So just the two outer colors. Okay, so I now have all of my makeup on. The time now is 9:50, so we will be back to check in. So here is up close what we're looking like. At 9:50 we'll be back in a couple hours. So this is my 7-hour check-in. If you're bouncing around, it's because we are commuting. It's been rainy, it's been humid, I have been sweating because I've been chasing children, and we're still holding up really well. Actually my pores look really tiny. I mean, not that I have significantly big pores or any of that, but like they look substantially tinier. I'm trying to think. I did have my glasses on earlier, so like if this has come up, that's where we're at. Like we are looking fantastic. Did Danessa just do something? Okay, so I'll check back in a couple of hours because I'm probably going to wear this for another like at least 2, maybe 3, possibly longer. We shall see. Oh, that was a rhyme. Who do I think I am? Okay, so we're up close and personal. Ignore my lip. I ate dinner, so here we are. This is what we are looking like. I'm very impressed. Okay, so let me take a look at my face. I am looking flawless. It looks just as good as when I first put it on. There might be slight wear around my chin, and there's a little seepage. Huh? Bathroom? Okay, let's go. There's a little wear on my chin. That's to be expected. I mean, I was wiping my face, dabbing my face, but it's not extremely noticeable. Like, from here, and if I was talking to someone, I don't even think that they would notice that it's worn off my nose. But that is literally the, and a little bit around my mouth. But again, I've been eating, and we are at the, let's see, we are at 11-hour mark. Just a little over the 11-hour mark. So I'm ecstatic. And it held up pretty well on the eyeshadow. I don't feel like there's creasing. I don't feel like it's worn off or looks patchy or anything. Again, I have balanced to dry skin. And I have dry eyeballs, so I don't feel like it's very odd that it didn't wear off, but I can feel my natural oils peeking through, if that feels like makes sense. by this time I can feel the oil sitting on my face, and I feel the oil, like it's like I can feel that my face has had oil, like because the moisture has come through. I can tell that it's come through, but I don't look like there's any oil or breakage or anything that would have normally occurred on an average day wearing my foundation, which is what I find outstanding. So I think I am going to do a day 3 wear test, and I think on that day, tomorrow, I'm going to use it as a primer and put a foundation over it, just to see. I feel like it's going to be more coverage than I like, because this is pushing the coverage level that I enjoy, but I want to see as far as longevity, like will my foundation look this good, or will it become more oily, or will it feel more dry, or whatever the case may be. So I shall catch you tomorrow. So we're gonna pick up my little scoopy scoop, and considering I don't think I've used too much, I feel like a little, like this is how much I probably should be taking out of the container. Realistically, that's how much I should probably be taking out of the container. Okay. And I'm going to use this as kind of like a primer. So all I have on my skin right now is skincare, my moisturizer, and that. So I put a light layer of this on. I'm now going to go in with my Chantecaille Feature Cushion Gel Foundation. As you can see how light this is on me. I really should have went with shade 4 or 5. But the model looks so deep, so I was like, pretty porcelain right now. I mean, not just because of the color, but okay, so here's our starting point. The time now is 8:32, but I finished this at 7:50. So, or I finished my base at 7:50. The time now is 8:32. So that's about 32 minutes it's been on my face, and I shall be back at the end of my day to let you know if I think it's good alone or if it's better as a primer, because as of yesterday I loved it on its own as a foundation. Today I have been seeing people saying that they haven't noticed, because I looked to see if anyone did like a wear test as a foundation or it as a primer instead of a foundation, and I've noticed people saying they don't see it blurring. I definitely see a blur in my pores. But today I did set down just a little bit because I wanted to see the difference, like in how it holds up. But I don't use a ton of powder. I just take like whatever powder puff I have laying around, and I just dab whatever powder's left on it onto my face. I did not powder there, but here we are. I'm gonna bring you in a little bit closer and we will see the starting point. Okay, so here we are, starting point. Don't mind the rainy weather, but it's definitely gonna put this to the test. And here's what I'm talking about when I say the pores do not look as crazy. They look kind of blurred, but we shall be back in a couple of hours. Okay, so here is the final check-in, and here's what we're looking like. I'm going to zoom you out and we shall discuss. Okay, so if you can hear my kids playing in the shower, that's what's going on. Here is the final check-in and what we are looking like. And I have had this on for about 10 hours at this point. I've had this on for. So I think, let me get a good look at my face. I do feel like, compared to yesterday where I just wore the Danessa Myricks, what is the name of this? The Danessa Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder. When I wore just this on its own yesterday, I feel like I looked less dewy than I do today, but I don't even look dewy today. I just have more of a luminous. I didn't set yesterday. I did set a little bit yesterday under my eyes, and today I set my chin to see if it would help with longevity, and it did. It held on a little bit better than it did yesterday. But yeah, overall, this amount of dew that I have, or the natural oils that I have peeking through, is way better than a normal day, especially at this time frame that I've had this on for. No touch-ups. I've been chasing kids. It's humid weather. It's yucky weather. I've been caught in rain. There's been a lot going on. Ran some errands, cleaned some things. Here we are. So it looks really, really good considering how long it's been on. Now, if you're oily and you're going to use this as a foundation or a primer under your foundation, I recommend setting. I do think it'll hold your oils, but I 100% would set and go in with a mattifying primer or a mattifying foundation to really lock it. Like if you're super oily, like your foundation never sticks, I think this plus a matte foundation and a little bit of setting powder, the littlest, I think you will be golden. It's not gonna budge, and it's not drying. I have dry to balance normal skin, and it's not drying at all by all means. The first day that I kind of just played around with the product, I did felt like it was a little bit like heavy feeling towards like the 5-hour mark, but it wasn't like I wanted it on my face. I could have worn it for much longer than that, and that wasn't with like moisturizer underneath. So I do think that this product is going to be phenomenal for someone who is oily to like normal balance, but I feel like if you're dry, you don't need it. I think during like these weird wonky, if you live in an area that's humid and hot, and it did hold up through my sweat, which is incredible. I don't think if like I went to the gym it would hold up, but like it did hold up through my sweat. So I do think that this is geared towards a more oily complexion, and I think that those people will love this. They're not going to be mad because but I definitely would, like I said, use matte foundation, use powder, and make sure that you might even have to blot, but I don't think so. But with that being said, that is my 3-day wear test. I think this is stunning. It's beautiful. It doesn't make my skin that's already kind of dry and yucky feel any more yucky. It doesn't make me feel overly dried or matted out or anything like that. That's why I kind of don't powder, and the powders that I do use are I'm very picky with them. But this held its own. I definitely will be using this often. So I'm not going to tell you that you need it if you are an oilier person. I think that you will find this very helpful in your arsenal of tools, especially if you're a super oily person and like you have problems with it sitting correctly or like sloughing off even after setting. And another thing I did notice yesterday, I was driving a lot, so I had my glasses on and I didn't see that it wore off. Like normally when I put foundation and I put something on it, like it peels up, and me touching my face, that's not happening. Like, don't mind, that was my lipstick. I just kind of like tried to like fix it a little bit because it was really patchy, but but like you don't see the foundation coming up. And also don't mind that we were painting. We were doing crafts for my mother-in-law for Mother's Day. So with that being said, I definitely think this product is a hit. Danessa knocked this out of the park. I am so happy that I have this on my arsenal, and whenever I get shade 4, I will be using it as a foundation for sure. I can use shade 3, I think, like when I'm not super tan, or like for some reason if I'm super pale, I can get away with shade 3, but I think I would have been better off with like shade 4 or 5, because this is very light on me. But that's it. This is the long awaited Danessa Myricks blurring balm powder video. I know this was long, and if you stuck through this, thank you, I love you, and I shall catch you in the next one. Have a blessed day.